Today we're diving into the mask, not the one you show the world, but the one grief tears off without asking. We're exploring how loss exposes the self beneath the persona, and how you learn to love the one you find there, and what Yeshua actually taught about masks. Stay with me. The ending may change how you see your grief forever. Before loss, most of us don't even realize we're wearing masks. Not fake faces, but identities made of expectations, wounds, and survival. The strong one, the capable one, the healer, the steady spiritual one, the one who holds it all together. We build these like armor, layer after layer of who I need to be so I don't fall apart. But then grief comes and the mask cracks, and it doesn't matter how evolved you thought you were. Grief bows to no identity. It breaks the persona wide open. When Sue died, I didn't just lose her. I lost the version of myself who existed in mirror to her. Every identity I had built collapsed. The strong one, the wise one, the spiritual one, the healer, gone. And suddenly it was just me, raw, half feral, ashamed of the parts I'd hidden, terrified of the parts I'd abandoned. There's a moment in grief where you whisper, this can't be me. I can't be this exposed. But that is the initiation. That is the descent. Grief unmakes you so you can finally meet the one you were before the masks were built. Loss doesn't just break your heart, it breaks your identity. Every role you played to stay safe is stripped away in an instant. The one who never asks for help, the one who keeps the peace, the one who's fine, the one who smiles so no one sees the ache, the one who spiritualizes everything so she doesn't have to feel. These are masks, not lies, but strategies. And grief doesn't gently remove them. It rips them off, exposing the original face you forgot you had. Not a polished face, but the soul itself, the child self, the true one beneath all the performance. And that's the terrifying part. Because the unmasked self is often the one we spent decades avoiding. But here's the truth. What falls away is never the truth. What falls away is what kept you from the truth. And this is what I promised. Yeshua never waged war against sinners. He confronted masks, not morality, but the false face, the performance, the identity that hid the heart. He called it the whitened tomb. Beautiful on the outside, empty on the inside. But his teaching was simple and revolutionary. Return to your inner room. Return to the face you had before the world told you who to be. Before roles, before trauma, before masks. And grief in its brutal mercy takes you there. Not to punish, but to liberate. The original face is the one that remembers the divine. When the mask falls, you don't meet a saint. You meet the parts that you've rejected. The rage, the shame, the exhaustion, the need that you were taught to hide, the shadow you tried to purify, the part spiritual bypassing kept you from touching. You cannot heal the self you still hide from. Only when you meet yourself with compassion, the way love sees you, does grief soften. It becomes devotion, a quiet ache instead of a storm, a remembering instead of a collapse. When you can hold yourself unmasked, you finally return home to your soul. Our whispered intention for today. Whisper this with me. May I have the courage to meet the face beneath the mask. May I see myself through the eyes of love. May what falls away make space for what is true. And type below, today I return to the face I had before the world named me. Today I allow grief to reveal, not destroy, who I truly am. If this message speaks to you, if you feel the old masks cracking, if you're ready to meet your original face with gentleness, I invite you to join me for my new moon shamanic journey. It's a sacred space where we shed what no longer fits and call the soul home again. The link's in the description. Grief strips you bare so you can finally see the one who has been waiting underneath, raw, unmasked, alive. So in this image, we see the mask and all of the bright colours that were created around it. And when the mask is stripped away, what we see is the shadows, because the shadows hide underneath the masks, and the shadows come to visit when our masks are stripped away. That's the essence of today's message. Sorry about the chorus of the roosters. I hope they're not too loud in the video. Close my window. He must be just outside. But truly, if you need help in softening into this, into actually truly loving that inner child, loving the person you've been stripped bare to, that's what my Ko-fi membership is all about. Help you return to peace. Only $2 this month. Thank you for joining me today. May you have a beautiful, blessed day. And I'll see you again tomorrow for another daily sacred soul message. Shalom.